so many men that idolize Future.
And it's embarrassing.
The idolize Future, but the guy is actually trash. Like, he's actually trash.
Sleep with someone's wife, some NFL player or something, Scottie Pippen.
I don't even know that, but just the way he treats women, like, it's actually trash.
He slept with her wife because when he was a kid, the sports player didn't take a picture with him or something or give him an autograph.
Oh my God, this man.
And then he like brags about it and he's like, I'm good, love, enjoy, or like, she belongs to the streets.
He's an actual like genuine like real life villain.
That's an interesting
It is funny
thing,
though, like I do like the memes, I do be laughing.
The whole like phrase like for the streets, I think that's used quite a lot in like music these days, and what do we think about that?
I can't lie, I'm for the
think
streets.
It's funny.
It's funny though, but like can we look at it in totally like what's it called, tongue in cheek? Like
no, so like the music industry is inherently misogynistic. Rap and hip hop especially are inherently misogynistic because so much of it is about kind of like using and abusing women and all that kind of stuff. I mean, the notion of a woman being for the streets, I know I laugh and I kind of like walk into that brand and whatever else, but like when you really deep
it's belittling.
It is really misogynistic, you know. It's essentially you're degrading a woman for enjoying her like sexuality,
and it really upholds the double standard of like
of
men
course.
can sleep around and like trash on women for, you know, owning their sexuality, but when a woman goes and does it, it's the complete opposite reaction where they get slated. Like even when WAP came out, you know, the way they
not even just WAP, but Megan Thee Stallion in general.
Yes,
Like, okay, we got to talk about Meg Thee Stallion because this woman, again, like her music, you know what we were saying before, like there's a place for everything in the music industry. Like her music is just fun, innit? It's just fun, like it's boisterous, it's flamboyant, amazing. Why is this woman getting so much slack for talking about, I was just going to say a word that I can't say, for talking about, like, you know, sex, and for talking about...
in that way.
You know, for talking about her body and talking about shaking booty and whatever else, when men are doing the same, even worse, in a degrading way, and no one is saying to them, like, oh my God, they only rap about the same thing. Oh my God, they've got no substance to their music. Like, men don't get the same criticism when they're making the same music as her. They expect, because it's a woman in the game, that she has to be some kind of novice, that she has to... What happens is that women are exceptionalized, right? They're expected to reach and maintain a certain standard. You know, their music is expected to be of a certain caliber. Just because you're a woman in the industry, therefore you have to be exceptional. Excuse me, I believe in female mediocrity.
Period.
Yeah.
But like City Girls genre music is in its bag, man. Like JT Sweetie, Mulatto, Ruby Rose, Meg.
Trust me. The men have had it good for too long.
They are, and the thing is, they are exceptionally good rappers. They are good at what they do, like flow, lyricism, everything is on point, and they don't get the recognition for it, probably just because they are female.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you think it's kind of boxing them though? Like, you know, like you're saying, obviously that type of female hip hop rap is definitely on the rise. Like you see that in New Music Friday every week. There's like that sort of music. But do you think it's kind of boxing female rappers to have to be in that lane in order to be successful? No, because
they've chosen it. Like they've chosen, they choose what they...
But say, I mean, maybe like, not like boxing, but like, is it like boxing what is allowed to be successful? You know what I mean? If it's only...
I would
that
say
type of rap,
slightly, especially like, because they have chosen to go to that genre, but I feel like as a female maybe trying to enter the industry, you might feel boxed in to that type of music if you weren't that kind of rapper. Do you know what I mean?
It's all about branding, isn't it? Like, depends on how you want to like brand yourself.
But there's not a lot, well, I can't really name you one, to be fair, like a female rapper that doesn't rap about that kind of music. The only kind of other
There are
artists,
a lot, they're just a lot more underground.
Yeah.
I think the most famous one I can think of is maybe like No
Name,
yeah.
Lil Sims.
I was gonna say Little Sims, yeah.
But again, like it's that whole thing of like I think the difficulty. So anyone is allowed to change their music style, their music substance, whatever. It's just that difficulty of once you enter a market with a certain brand, having curated a certain brand, what flexibility is there?
Yeah.
You know.
And you risk losing your fan base if you were to go in a completely different direction.
It's like someone like Ariana Grande, for example. She came into the scene kind of very like preppy, poppy, like sweet, innocent girl next door type, and now she's kind of singing about more mature themes, you know, like sex and all that kind of stuff.
But she got her hate for it. Do you know what I mean?
She did.
People
That's the thing. That's the thing. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Ooh,
like,
can I have a question?
Go on.
Do you think, especially geared towards female artists, they have to uphold a standard of being a role model to young listeners?
Yeah, 100%. Like even like literally before Halima got here, before we were on air, we were talking about the whole Britney Spears thing, because I was like educating Simran on the whole Justin Timberlake and why he's not exactly the most great.
I got fed the wrong narrative as a child.
So you and the whole world's love.
Yeah. No, definitely. No, like no one's going around saying like, oh, Drake is a role model for anyone. I think what it is actually, you know, like I think male stars, their role model is in a sense of like aspiration of like wealth and of like what they can achieve.
Yeah.
For female artists, it's kind of like an aspiration of doing that whilst also being good.
Yeah, I mean, it speaks more largely to kind of the roles that we allow men and women to play. Men are allowed to enjoy. Men are allowed to be flamboyant. Men are allowed to be indulgent, and women have to be virtuous. You know, so it is a wider kind of comment, I think.
But like when Ariana Grande transitioned to the more mature themes of her music, there was a lot of uproar about your listeners are young and like you're now talking about like sexuality and you're being a lot more like your themes are a lot more sexual and mature. So a lot of people kicked off, and I personally think your child should not be looking up to like artists like that seriously then. Like you should be a better role model to your children.
Yeah, exactly.
Not an artist, not Ariana Grande.
Exactly. It's like you know Cardi B when there was a video clip of her like dancing to WAP, and then her daughter enters the room and she turns it off, and someone's like, well, you know, why would you turn it off if your music was good? Like, it just goes to show that you're not even letting your own daughter listen to it. It's like she's like a bloody 2-year-old kid. Like, just Cardi B's not making music for 2-year-old toddlers. You know what I mean? Like, people have the prerogative to make what music they want. You as a parent, it's your responsibility to control what your child does and does not consume.
And your kid doesn't have to listen to Ariana Grande. When Ariana Grande matured and went down that line, new artists still come through. Like you still have like the radio friendly art, like obviously Ariana's still radio friendly, but the more kid friendly, I don't know, like Dua Lipa. Like those, they still, everyone has their place in music.
It's also like your fans kind of grow with you. So the ones that started off ages ago will now be of an age where, like, to be honest, like it's not the worst thing, like them listening to that.
What were we listening to when we were growing up?
Yo, trust me, you go old and you listen to some of the lyrics of the songs that you were singing along to with your whole chest.
What's that Lollipop song? Like by Lil Wayne, Candy Shop, all of those songs.
Oh my god! And you got 10-year-old me was singing this with my chest.
My mum must have been looking at me like, you are disgusting.
Honestly.